Alrighty, so I am sitting here with an RCW alumni, big wrestler down in San Antonio, and a lot of other places. Find out he's traveling into Tennessee territory and a bunch of other places. We'll go and ask about that. But I'm here with Kyle Hawk. Kyle, how you doing today?
Hey, brother, how's it going?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm living the dream, man. How about yourself?
I'm not living the dream yet, but I'm working towards that way, man.
You're working toward getting there?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I appreciate you taking your time out of your busy schedule, working. You said you were getting ready for practice today, so I appreciate you taking the time, to do this. Can I ask why did you accept the interview?
Well, I think, in my opinion, as a pro wrestler, I like to do podcasts because I like to get my story across, and I like to tell my story. And as a professional wrestler, that's all we do with our bodies is just tell stories, whether it be in the ring or outside the ring. I think, in my honest opinion, my story is pretty unique, and from what people have told me, fans and pro wrestling critics and stuff, they sometimes maybe I inspire them, or they tell me that my story helped them with something that they're going on with the troubles in their life and stuff like that. So I was going through some trouble too a while back, and I vented it out on Facebook, and I got numerous responses, which I'm grateful for, but most of them were like, it's nice to see someone who we look up to that is struggling too, and that we're not the only ones, and that we're all here together and stuff. So that's why I want to take this podcast and see if I can help anyone, or if anyone wants to know more about me, then tell them.
Oh yeah, that's real stuff. That's a lot of inspiration. You said you've gone through a lot. I know I know a little bit about your story. I know you're former military. Is that correct? What branch were you in?
I was in the Army from 2011 to 2015.
2011, 2015, about the same time that I was in. I was a radio operator for a couple years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So what was your main job that you were doing?
I was 11 Bravo.
11 Bravo, infantry.
Infantry.
Oh yeah. That's the in the shit, as they say.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they a lot of stuff they go through down there. I know from some personal experience. I know from friends, my own self, different stories. It's not easy coming back from different stuff like that, but to come back and continue to strive to succeed, as you said, trying to live that dream. It is inspiring, so that's always good to hear.
Yes, sir.
So how were you in the military when you got into the wrestling, or was it after you got out of the military?
No, it was during the military.
During the military. Okay, so how did you manage that?
As long as I didn't go out of the 250-mile radius with my bookings, I can do anything I wanted. Reason being, because a lot of the soldiers did the jiu-jitsu tryouts and did the UFC fighting and stuff, or the mixed martial arts on base. So it's like extracurricular activity that is that is okay with the Army regulation and stuff like that. So I asked my higher ups to see if I could still do it, and they said as long as I didn't get hurt and as long as I didn't go out of country or out of states or whatever, then I'm okay to do it. But there are some forms that I had to fill out, but it all worked out. So
hey, as long as you can appease everybody, make everybody happy, and still move forward to what you want to do. I mean, So random question, do you remember the first time we met?
I do not, but please tell me the story, and then I will probably relive it, and I'll probably help you finish it.
First time I met you was probably my third or fourth RCW show.
Okay.
I had come to you, I think, before the show, and showed you that I had made a custom Kyle Hawk action figure.
Yes, I remember now. It was like Evan Bourne, wasn't it? Like the Evan Bourne head?
Yes, sir.
I still have that.
Really?
Yeah. My mom framed it.
Really?
And she like put it in like a little cool case, and I still have it.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
It was black. The gear you did was the black, red, and white gear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep, I still have that.
Yeah, that was some of the first introduction of mine to the RCW shows. You were probably my favorite one to watch. I guess you were the one that stole the show, in my opinion.
I appreciate it, man. That's what I tried to do.
Oh yeah, very entertaining, very charismatic, great with the crowd. So I mean, watching you travel from place to place and seeing you move up, it's very enjoyable.
Thank you.
So I know we talked about an Aero Club T-shirt. What's the whole story behind the whole Aero Club thing? How'd that all start?
So the story of Aero Club, huh?
Yeah.
So one day, I just decided to do something different, and well, I noticed that the Bullet Club was like very, very popular, and I was just thinking to myself, man, like, if I could feud against the Bullet Club or whatever, like, that'd be cool. I'm gonna like, I was telling my roommate, Mr. B, at the time, I was like, hey, I'm gonna make Aero Club, and I'm gonna feud against the Bullet Club, and we just laughed about it. We're like, oh, all right, because we saw all the people making random, like, Bullet Club rip-off shirts and stuff, but putting their own trademark on it.
Right.
And we were just laughing, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to make Aero Club just to be funny, and I'm going to feud against Bullet Club. And we just started laughing, and then I started thinking more about it, and we were just going on, and then finally I just came up with a design, and I asked one of my Army friends who his wife was a artist, and I got her help with it. And I showed her, like, the Bullet Club logo, and I was like, I want to do it different, but I want to make it, mine. And she's like, all right. So she helped me create the logo, and I fell in love with it. And then I just realized, like, all right, well, let's run with this, and hopefully maybe one of the Bullet Club guys or somebody will watch it and see it, and then they'll be like, oh, man, let's feud with this kid, and blah, 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 blah. And then, so that happened, and then whenever I started to get really depth into it, I realized, like, that there were no Native American wrestlers around, not that much, with the exception of Navajo Warrior and Tatanka. So I wanted to make Aero Club a faction and have, like, every Native American wrestler join it, and we can, like, pretty much combine all the tribes and unite them as one and create it under one banner, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's real cool. It's a real cool idea. Real cool concept.
But after I kind of like started running with it by myself in singles, my brother in Oklahoma, his name's Coyote, he hit me up because at the time it was called IWR Imperial Wrestling Revolution, but now they changed it to World Class. He and I always wanted to tag, but we just never got on the right path. Like our schedules were always misaligned, and then finally we just decided, let's do a tag team because there's no Native American tag teams wrestling. So we did it, and it took off, and we feuded against the Von Erichs. We fought LAX.
Wow, those are some big names.
Yeah, we had like a long year feud with the Von Erichs in Texas, and I think that was like probably one of the most proudest moments in wrestling that I can say. So.
Oh yeah. So how many members you got in your Aero Club so far? Can you count, or is it just too many?
I can count. We don't have a lot because I kind of want to keep it like not bunched up or not too much because I don't want it to become like the NWO where everyone joins the NWO.
Yeah, right. Not too watered down.
Yeah, so we got Tatanka, we got Nav as our elders, and then there's my sister Desi and I, and then our brother Coyote, but he retired. And that's pretty much it for now. I'm trying to recruit some other soldiers to join my tribe and see if we can do some cool stuff and help them out and get them known and get us, recognized too. So
Definitely. How was you said you worked with Tatanka? He's a member of the Aero Club. I was actually at the show when I believe you tagged with him down in San Antonio. What was it like working with him?
Working with Tatanka was like a dream come true. The first time, because we've worked on, I think, 4 or 5 times now.
Oh, okay.
But the first time, it was just, I was in astonishment because, again, that was like one of my heroes watching growing up,
Oh, yeah.
And to tag with them was just like, oh, God, it's a dream come true. And like a little boy inside me just came back, and it was pretty cool. And he was really nice. He's really awesome, and he accepted me for me, and now that meant a lot because I was scared, and I always thought he was better than me, but he treated me like one of his own, like one of his own nieces or nephews or family, and that was pretty cool. And he gave me a free T-shirt that day too, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's always cool.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than free.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Hey, you go through time, and how long have you been wrestling total?
Been wrestling 10 years now.
10 years. So, you got a lot of people that jump in and out and kind of help you out and train you as far as, as well as you watching others and kind of adapting your style. Is there anybody that's had the biggest influence on your character or your wrestling style that you work today?
Yeah, numerous people, and I want to give them a shout out. Because, again, if it wasn't for them, then I wouldn't have known the things I'm doing and stuff. So, Rikishi was one of them. I was training with him for a good while, and he taught me a lot, especially about the business side and stuff. Sin Bodhi, who's here in Vegas, is where I'm at currently. I train with him almost every day, and, he's teaching me little things in that to help me with my ring technique, mostly psychology and why we do certain things and stuff like that. Tatanka, of course. MVP, I want to give a shout out to him because without him and Chavo Guerrero, those tag matches with the Von Erichs, like with their guidance and stuff, they probably wouldn't have turned out the way they were or how good they were, in my opinion. But without those guys, with helping us, the vets, taking us under their wing and stuff and showing us what we need to do and how we can make it better. And just without them, they were cool. But MVP was cool because he's the one that gave us the idea for one of our shirts, which was "Make America Native Again," and that was like a pretty cool, humbling experience for a vet to take time out of his busy schedule to come up with an idea for us, So I give him a shout out. But the most biggest shout out I want to give to right now, because I talk to him every day, or almost every day too, but was Kid Cash from ECW. We met about 3 years ago, and all he wanted was just an Aero Club T-shirt because he thought it was cool. And then he just took me under his wing and helped me find my aggressive side and helped me develop the in-ring general in me, I guess. And it just brought a new. He just helped me evolve. Like, again, you saw me how I was in RCW. The short-haired Native American kid, and just trying to do a passion. Now I'm like have a long hair, just a different attitude, and it's more aggressive, more physical, more savage, as I like to call it. And again, without him guiding me, without all of them guiding me, I don't think I would have evolved into the character that I am today. And that's what I want to keep doing, is keep evolving. And right now, I feel like I'm about to evolve again because I got a new idea that I want to try out and a new persona that I want to express and stuff. And you guys will get to see it. So,
any hints on the new persona?
I'll just say it's one word: savage.
Savage.
It's savage. It's no longer I'm the bird of prey Kyle Hawk. It's more like I'm the savage Kyle Hawk.
Oh, snap. Got that that native strong style coming out.
What did I come up with? It's like a warrior of savage style. There you go.
There you go. Like a heel or a face, like your character work. Is there one that you prefer playing to the other? Is the one more fun? Or
I think honestly, I like just to be whatever. I don't know. It just depends on my mood, I guess. Some days I want to be a good guy, and some days I just want to be a jerk and say F everyone. You know, it just depends. Again, it really just depends on my mood. But
depends on the day.
I guess I'm like the typical I kind of beat to my own drum, so I go against the grain, but I like to piss people off, I guess. I like to make people hate me and just want to, like, flip me off or kill me or stab me or whatever. I think, like, because I know everyone likes to play that hero card, and they like to be loved and like to be welcomed, and, you know, they want to play that hero. Me, I used to love to do that, but then now it's just like, nah, I want to be that villain. I want to be that bad guy. I want to be Triple H back in right now anyway, so.
Oh, yeah. Back to, you were talking about some of the people that had trained you and helped you out. You mentioned MVP. I met MVP down in San Antonio one time. I was going to some other event. I can't remember the name of it, but they were getting ready for the event, had a meet and greet, and so everybody had taken their seats, and me and MVP had sat there for probably a good hour and just sat and BS'd and just talked about random things, and, you know, like you said, kind of took his time out. I mean, he didn't have to do that. He could have went to the back or left or whatever, but, you know, just sat there and talked to people, so real good guy. I mean,
definitely, 100% a really good guy. Unless you make him mad, but hey, I mean, if you're gonna make him mad, like, if you're gonna poke the bear, expect to get like your head ripped off. Don't cry or be a baby about it. You shouldn't have just pissed him off.
Right, exactly.
I like MVP because he's real, and he tells you how it is. He's blunt, he's honest, and I respect that, and that's how I am. And I think that's how, like, everyone should be, but some of us are not built that way. It sucks, but that's why I think he and I get along. So.
Oh, yeah. So I have to ask, you know, the big thing that happened in wrestling over the last couple of weeks. AEW, Double or Nothing. Did you watch it?
I was there.
You were there, really?
Yep.
What? Were you there in the crowd? Were you backstage? What?
I'm gonna put it this way, because again, I don't like giving out stuff, but I got one of the ones that got to perform in front of 17,000 people at the MGM. At AEW's Double or Nothing.
Really?
Yes.
Now you got me wondering.
Well, maybe if you watch the show again, you'll see me.
I'll double it back. So what are your thoughts on everything that AEW's doing?
They're going great. I think they're going in a different direction in WWE, and I think it's working out to their favor. So, I mean, I want to work for them. So if that means anything.
Oh yeah, so. I mean that's got to be saying something. Let me see here, trying to get through. Okay, so last question here real quick. What do you got going on next couple weeks? Next shows that you got going on? Any big places you're traveling to, doing big things?
I know I got Arizona coming up, some Cali stuff. I believe here in Vegas I got some work. I don't know, I have to check. Mainly my sister Desi is the one that keeps track of our stuff, so I'll ask her and figure it out.
I have to ask her.
Yeah, usually I just post it. She's like, hey, we're going there. I'm like, oh, okay, let me share it. So.
I mean, when you just got so many people wanting to book you, you know, it's hard to keep track.
Yeah, and again, I'm grateful for it. I'm not bragging or gloating or anything. You know, I'm just grateful and thankful for the opportunities that this presented to me. And again, I get to go travel from state to state to work with you guys. Again, like if I can find some promoters that will book me outside and make me travel the country, shoot, I'd be grateful and thankful for that too. But one day at a time, I guess one strive at a time. So just got to keep going.
Just gotta keep going. Okay, any last words you want to get out to the fans you get out there watching Aero Club, watching Kyle Hawk, and where can they follow you at, man?
I want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for supporting us for the past. I think Aero Club's been alive for like 4 years, 3 or 4 years, but just wanted to say thank you guys for welcoming us with open arms, and please continue to do it. Follow my stupid peanut-headed sister, Desi Dorada. I think her Instagram name is like at Body Slam Queen 33 or something like that. But look her up on Facebook. Follow MVP. Follow Travel Guerrero, Sin Bodie. Follow Kid Cash, or his real name is David Cash. I don't know if I'm supposed to give that out, but you can find him on Facebook. Find him on Instagram and stuff like that. His Twitter, all their Twitters and all their Instagrams. Follow Tatanka. I think it's like at Native Tatanka or something like that, but follow him. He's a cool guy. Also follow Nabu Warrior. Trying to think who else before I put myself over. No, just follow, give them a like, give them a follow, and support them and support us. And you can follow me at Kyle Hawk on Facebook, Bird of Prey 99 on Instagram, and I think my Twitter handle's ACBOP Hawk 99. I think that's what it is, but I've not. Just hit me up on Instagram because I'm only on that all the time. I don't really like Twitter, but I need more followers. If you guys can follow me and help me get to 2,000 followers on Instagram, please do it. Please help a native out. Again, you kind of owe us. Your people kind of took my land, unless you're African or Hispanic. Well, you guys took our land too. You took everything over, so you guys owe me too. Help a native out. You know what I mean?
Help a native. All right, I'll make sure I get the Instagram out there. Make sure get those followers numbers up.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate the time, man. Thanks for taking, like I said, taking your time out of your busy schedule. I hope we can do this again. This is just the beginning of something. Hopefully that I'm going to be doing bigger and better things, just like you, moving up in the world.
You should get one with me and Desi on at the same time. That'd be fun.
You and Desi at the same time. I definitely can get that scheduled.
Cool.
We'll get that figured out. Definitely. All
Tell
right.
you some stories, son.
Really? Oh, I'll go ahead and have to schedule a whole afternoon off just to make sure that we can get some time to get them great stories.
Sounds good.
Hey,